Good afternoon and welcome to the end of day market wrap up for Thursday, July 12th, 2012. My name is Jason Waugh, one of the trainers and success coaches with Ideal Trading Lifestyle. I'll be walking us through today's presentation. Now, before we get started, we are going to ask that you pause this video and give the disclaimer a quick read. Once you're done, you can go ahead and press play. Taking a look at our agenda here, we're going to start things off by taking a look at the market news, just trying to get an idea of what was going on a global scale and how it's affected the trading today. We're then going to go ahead and take a look at the S&P 500 as well as the Toronto Stock Exchange. Here we'll be looking at technical analysis and identifying support and resistance levels, as well as identifying its location of the MACD. We're then going to go ahead and take a look at the volatility indicator, which was there to help us identify just how much fear and volatility is in the current marketplace. We'll wrap things up by taking a look at our watch list picks and then answer any questions. All right, so taking a look here, we can see that Wall Street did end up down today, despite making some efforts to work themselves back up in the latter portion of the day. The slight recovery was with some optimism coming out of some of the central banks and their plans on acting on some of the crisis that's going on in Greece. With some new sanctions that have been going on with the States and Iran, it has increased the tension in the Persian Gulf and will likely boost the price of oil. So all in all, we have the Dow Jones down 0.25%, with the S&P down 0.5%. Oil ended up rising 0.05%, putting it to $85.84 per barrel, with gold falling 0.16%, putting it to $1573.20 per ounce. And here we're looking at the S&P 500. We can see that we did end up with a down day, and even though we were able to retrace some of those losses, we're actually down below a support level that was established with a rising trend line. What we're looking now is for some support at 1325, which is a psychological level here that has been in place really as early as before February, but certainly quite a bit over the last few months. The black line is crossing down below the blue line, and it looks like if we have just one more down day, we could end up in bearish territory. Taking a look at the TSX, we ended up breaking down below its psychological level of support at 11,500. It's now going to be looking for some support at around 11,350. Unfortunately, the MACD is declining bearish with the black line down below the blue line. So today we did end up with that crossover into bearish territory. And taking a look at the volatility indicator, we see that it is starting to work itself up higher again. It is at 18.27. So it is still below 20, which is showing that there is still some stability. But all in all, we need to accept the fact that if we continue on with this decline, the volatility indicator will continue to rise as well, putting it into a volatile state. Unfortunately, there are no picks to look at today from the basic watch list, as because we did end up spending most of the day in negative territory, even though we did end up with some recovery in the latter half. If this recovery can extend into tomorrow, we might end up finding some picks to choose for over the weekend to be traded on Monday. And just a little recap, these presentations are being done every weekday. You'll be able to find it at the same spot that you found this video every weekday at 4:30 p.m. Central Daylight Time. ITL customers, make sure that you're taking a look at our weekly spotlight, which happens every Wednesday at 10 o'clock a.m. Central Daylight Time. And then for our options customers, August 9th at Thursday at 10 a.m., we'll be going over our monthly options refresher. So a couple things for us to keep plugged into over the summer. Expect though that trading is going to be slow with a lot of investors taking holidays and just not being as actively involved in the marketplace. If anybody does plan on trading on Monday, make sure that you're looking at pre-market news and futures before making that final decision. So this has been the end of day market wrap up for Thursday, July 12th, 2012. Have a great day.